Moby Dick and 3D ground full swing. Um, so this is actually number 3 version. One is short video, I think 20 some second, and the other one was 2 minute. I meant that 2 minute to be short video, but I thought was short video has to be less than 1 minute. But anyways, so this is a longer version. So this is a Frisbee number 3. Okay. So I do a lot of research and development of golf swing, and one of the dreaded action in golf is early extension, like this, right there. And then certainly like famous golfer like Payne Stewart had it, Jack Nicklaus had it, and I mean, who do you say that they cannot play with all the extension? But the I guess scientifically and geometrically, that you're creating the fundamental issue with the, I guess, early extension is club can easily go below the plane, and you can push it, you can block it, you can snap hook it. It can create lots of miseries for you. Now, that doesn't mean all the rest of the golf swing is perfect, but chances are, if you be able to keep that spine angle, tilt, all that, so the chances are making mistake is supposedly smaller, basically. Okay, so I came again. This is many days of, I gave many years or many decades of trying what's better, and then I came across baseball swing, throwing, and or pitching, bowling, and other types of, and also my effort to following like a George Ganka swing. I follow. I've been studying golfing machine for a long time, right? So this came about. I know this is a long introduction. So, and also, I embrace obviously TrackMan, and then gear and force plate. I don't have none of those, but I know what they are, and then what they are striving, and then I actually subscribe a cheaper version of Sportsbox AI, and then it shows professionals' average data, and you can actually track it too if you want through ChatGPT or like what's a 7-iron, pelvis turn at impact, shoulder turn at impact data. It shows all that, and then so we're not going to be a PGA professional, but that's what they are doing. On top of that, I see lots of LPGA golfer. Lately, I've been amazed by Julia Ramirez or something like that. And then she pounds it out there with a 107, 108, 109 club head speed, well over 300 many times. So again, I've been watching and studying how they go about, getting that. Anyway, so I was doing swing and trying to collect that Sportsbox AI data of pelvis impact and the shoulder at impact. I want that to be pelvis more than 30 at impact degree angle, and shoulders maybe 21, 22 at impact. And then I try many different methods, and then I came across this method, and then it gives me consistently over 30 with the pelvis turn at impact and shoulder turn more than 21, 22 at impact at all time, consistently. So what is that move? What's this? Here, and feel like throwing behind you. Okay, so if you look at it from behind here, because I feel like throwing behind me, my pelvis cannot go like this. I cannot throw behind me. So my pelvis has to open, go back, and open, boom. That's the motion. One more time. I feel like throwing behind me, like that, and then this opens up. And then funny thing is, here you're throwing behind you, and that's the time you're able to do this. Do this, literally. And then hip opens up, hip goes back, and then this angle, everything is now, pelvis at impact is consistently over 30. If I throw it to target, it gives me about 25 to 28-ish, the maximum, throwing the Frisbee towards the target. For me. But again, I feel like throwing it to behind. It's like almost like my son is calling me and said, "Dad, throw me a Frisbee." Right there. And that does everything here. This feeling of this is happening. Okay? Now, if you watch a short video 1 and 2, I mentioned there too. But as you throw it though, you don't throw Frisbee like this. It bodies opens up, bam. So in other words, I don't want to be, again, the purpose of this is, let's not be technical, just use a motion of it and you learn. But if you like someone likes to be a little bit more technical, it's basically adduction, abduction happens. You're holding onto it and then just release it at last minute, okay? If it's golfing machine, it's like a fourth barrel, okay? You're doing using a pivot, basically left shoulder arm, just centrifugal force, using that, okay? So anyway, so important thing about this part, throwing behind me, was there, and it gives me that pelvis turn continuously. It's beautiful. I don't care about how the golf ball hits. Give me the data, I'll figure it out, the rest, right? So, feeling of Frisbee throwing behind me, and this part right here, if you're holding a credit card or something in there, you're able to hold it right there, okay? Which, if you do really hard, and then come up like an early extension, you'll never be able to hold that angle. You'll never be able to hold that Frisbee like that. Okay? Now, next is the shoulder. Thing is, as you can throw the back, you can release it fast. So shoulder still, I was getting 18 to 22, which is 23 maybe. So the key point of both hip, the pelvis, and the shoulder turn properly is you pretend like this, you're holding the Frisbee like this. You have a Frisbee, and then you pivot. Notice that I don't release. You continue to hold it, and then Frisbee goes behind you like that. So key point about shoulder to open well over 20 is that as you pivot, you don't just let your hands and arm fly out of there. So you're here, shoulders, and the pivot, everything is all in once. Moving hands and arm all moving together, like that. And then, as I mentioned in short video number 2, you actually hit golf ball at this juncture. Golf ball got hit. So in other words, golfers got hit here. You never released it. Boom, you hit it. Oh, I never meant to release it. You don't know, you never release it. But here, and then club release it out for you. So that's golf. You don't release it like that at the ball. You're here, I'm pivoting. Sun is calling me behind. Boom, you're still here. It's not you don't hit the golf ball in this junction. Here, bam, see that? Bam, and then, bam, see? And then, bam. This happens later. So, bam. So motion of like that. Okay? So, again, the purpose of this is not become how much of you actually internal or pronation to supination, whether you release it more this way, more roll, swivel, try not to get involved with that. Just more feeling of motion of, okay, there's a net over there, I can throw it. Here, behind me, boom. Just keep doing that motion right there, okay? So practicing it like that, it becomes a natural motion rather than piece by piece. So here, wind up, hold, boom, boom, behind you. And as you do it, pivot's not gonna do anything. Pivot's gonna lead you, see that? Lead, boom. Okay? So, if you do that, think about it. If your target is behind you, how can you throw it like that? Early extension permanently fixed. You're here. See, you have to go behind and open to throw it behind you. You cannot throw behind you, standing up, thrust forward. Okay, so early extension permanently fixed. Here, that, boom, that, boom. That sound calling me, that, behind me. Okay? So, hopefully, I do believe this is a permanent way to fix your pivot and your spine angle, early extension, all that, and gives you a bit more consistency. If you have this, I think you are on your way to really practice and then become a good golfer, okay? By also doing this, you get more low point, hands forward, all that will come. You would club not going to be easily go below the plane or come over the top, okay? Now, I forgot to mention very, very important part. I'm gonna go over there with you. Now, this is almost last finger on the left hand driven motion. So eventually, you have to think that I don't have 7 fingers, I only have 3 fingers. And then I don't have right arm, I only have left arm with 3 fingers. This 7 is gone. So here, left arm driven and pivot driven. Left arm and left arm, last 3 fingers. This doesn't even exist. Boom. Concentrate just the mainly last 3 fingers. Okay, so when you actually do it with your golf swing, this will be really good practice. See this last 3 fingers, you can hold it like this and then feel like you're throwing club to really go behind you like this. See, that feel like throwing behind you. See, You're here. See that? I don't release it. Look at how much lag, how much club hand forward. Here, here. See that? And then release afterward. Frisbee, here, behind you. Okay? I almost forgot to mention, only using left hand, 3 fingers, left arm with your pivot, no 7 fingers. Okay, journey continues.